Danny Jeezy. I already said that once. It's Friday morning, and I'm going to go for my 5th Rumble stream in a row. I'm having a good time on Rumble. It's really satisfying to see the pedo apologists and the woke flakes and the dimtards come out in force to that I called out pedophilia and racism. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's almost as if the people they're blaming for the plight of the country aren't responsible for it. It's almost as if they want what's best for the country, and the people who are fucking dog-shaped pussies are the ones who want to destroy it. So anyway, join me at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, always with the shade. Stream in a row. I'm having a good time on. It's really a
Women are stupid and I don't respect them. That's right, I just have sex with them. Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Genitalia.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Genitalia.
You're talking to me about stuff. Why? I'd rather see your titties. Now you're talking about other stuff. Why? I'd much rather see your titties. I can't have sex with your personality, and I can't put my penis in your college degree, and I can't shove my fist in your childhood dreams. So why you sharing all this information with me? It's not sexist cause I'm saying it in a song. That's right, bitch. Now take off your thong and show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Your genitalia.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Your genitalia.
Knock knock, who's there? It's me, wondering why you're not naked. Knock knock, who's there? Me again, still wondering why you're not naked. I wanna see your bum, I don't care what you say. No, I don't have feelings, cause feelings are gay. Something, something in the month of May. Bitches love my penis cause it's really big. Girls' brains are much stupider than men's are, so they should always listen to us cause we're smart. Women are only good for three things: cooking, cleaning, and vaginas. Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Your genitalia.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Your genitalia.
I can give good sex to you, cause I'm really good at sex. I can give good sex to you, cause I'm really good at sex. Aw yeah, that's right, shake your bums. I'm out of here, I gotta go have sex with a lot of girls.
This for everyone that lost a nigga. Swag. The other day, my nigga went to work. He said he picked up a box that was heavy and it really hurt.
Ow, this hurts.
So we went to the bathroom to look for an answer.
What's up, Negative Nation? Welcome to Negs Live. It is 10:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful state of Indiana. It is a Friday morning. Welcome to Negs Live. It's good to see you this morning. Taking the background music back a little bit to the 80s. Hope you don't mind. Welcome to my Rumble rant. I guess this is my Rumble rant. A little bit of a different setup. Not much different, but a little bit different setup than on Twitch, which, by the way, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be playing Jackbox games on Twitch. Join me. It'll be fun. It's an open game. It's a public game. So, yes, even if you hate me, you can play. I don't care. Anyway. Today we are destined for, I really hope, pissing some people off with the truth. You know how I roll. You know how I be. I want to talk about, we got Jeffrey Epstein. We got Biden giving away $2 trillion in spending on what? I didn't know we had $2 trillion. I thought we were in debt. We got more Biden insanity. We got some Gen Z pronoun madness and whatever the fuck else I decide to watch this morning with you guys. Welcome. Be sure you hit that plus sign and share it out to the masses, because I am not allowed on any social media, because I am a cisgender, straight white male who voted for Donald Trump. Now, I don't know what the difference between their racist pedophile and my racist pedophile was, but what the fuck? Oh, fucking Bohemian Grove asshole motherfuckers. It is cold today. It was almost 60 degrees last night, and today it is a nice, crisp 32. So, yeah. Yeah. I do believe there is a 30-second delay between myself and y'all, which is just kind of how this shit goes down. It's a little bit of latency with the live streaming. So I appreciate you just hanging out and bearing with me. If I don't respond to you immediately, I will try. I'm trying to open my eyes wide. I can't. I don't have it in me. I'm not bright-eyed and bushy-tailed anymore. I'm baked and mad. That's what I am. I'm stoned and pissed at the world because liberals are destroying everybody's life. They are. Let's just be real. It's not even about reform. It's not about being better. It's about canceling people, right? How else could you get away with accusing two white people of supporting child porn, accusing a Middle Eastern man of rape when it wasn't true, and then play the victim? I don't understand how that works. How do you get away with accusing all these men and these women and these people who are not like you of all these things, and then you're not the one in court? That baffles me. Where's Solomon? But we're not here to talk about that today. We're not here. I'm baked and mad every day. I'm an angry white man. You know how the whole angry black man trope was cool and funny? Well, now the angry white dude trope. It's not so funny, is it? People don't like angry white man. I don't like an angry black man. I don't like an angry anyone. People are awfully threatened by the color of my skin and my sexual identity. Shocking. I keep hearing the words of this one trans man that I know, and they're always on Twitter going, why is everybody so concerned about what's in between my legs? Why are you so concerned about what's in between everybody else's legs? This is my deal, and I've said this once, and I'll say it again. If you're going to be one gender and identify as the other, why do you have to cite your trans status as some kind of like free pass for bullshit? Because that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. If you're going to be a female and identify as a man, join the men. Why you want to talk about your pussy? And if you're a woman, a man identifying as a woman, why you want to talk about your dick? Isn't that kind of what you're trying to get away from? We've been over this. Nobody cares what's between your legs. The only time people start caring is when you start running roughshod over people, filing bogus charges and stuff like that, right? When you start doing that, that's when people start going, well, I believe you're using your trans status to get one over on me because of my identity. And that's exactly what the fuck it is. If you had heard the things that were said, transphobe, under oath, lying under oath. I can't believe somebody lied under oath. Crazy. But let's go over here to this new little graphic. Look at that. We got got a little car over there driving down the middle of nowhere. We're going to be taking a look at these videos over on Rumble today is what we're going to be doing. Because I want to. And this is Rumble, baby. This is Rumble. Remember, this is where nobody watches me and I'm irrelevant, even though some retard uploads my shit to YouTube every day, right? I'm irrelevant, guys. I want to start with some Biden insanity. Now, look. Again, I don't even know why the fuck I have to say this. Why I can't. I feel like I have to explain why I'm even watching a video by Donald Trump Jr. I think the Trumps are clowns. I really, truly do. I think the Trumps are clowns, but they're based. Okay? They're based. Hey, Donald Trump was running around with Jeffrey Epstein. All right? So I accept that. I don't know why it's so hard for Democrats to accept the fact that Joe Biden read the eulogy for a KKK leader, remember, whatever the fuck he was, that Robert Byrd guy, right? Why is it so hard for you just to accept that he did that and that he's a racist, right? I don't understand how this works. It's almost as if you're white and you support something, it's automatically racist. That's not racism, but I want to hear what old Donald Trump Jr. has to say here. It's Donald Jr. You know, I was almost a junior. I was named after my dad. They didn't make me a junior, though. Is my mic loud enough? Who cares?
We got to talk about Biden insanity, Biden hypocrisy. You got to watch this video. So this is Guy Benson talking about the Biden administration actually hosting a democracy summit. A democracy summit. Something that we as Americans would believe in, and you would think the Biden administration would believe in too.
Somebody snatched his lips. Everybody gets roasted here. Somebody snatched his lips.
Until they allowed Taiwan, a democracy, to put up a map of Taiwan as an open democratic society and China as not. The Biden administration flips out. You got to watch this recap. It's absolutely astonishing that they can do this. Then they cover up and say it was a technical glitch. But does anyone actually believe that? Okay.
Oh my God! Do you all see it? Y'all see it, right? You all see how we're being fucked by the elites, right? And you see how people like the individual who has trumped up charges against me are using that delusion to harass other people, right? And you're on the menu. You're on the menu. You are. If you believe in freedom and you believe in making your own decisions, and you believe for standing up for your family and your rights, you're marked. You're not exempt from this.
Okay, I'm not saying it was for the benefit of the fact checkers. I'm not saying it was, right?
Oh, by the way, that came out that Facebook's fact checkers were indeed not delivering the facts. They were being subjective about it. It was their opinion. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Mark Zuckerberg, billionaire lizard man, controlling the narrative for all of you, for millions, if not billions of people on the internet?
If I get fact checked and thrown off like the other nonsense, like I put up an opinion piece and, oh my God, it's over. Okay, because we don't live in as much of a democracy as we'd like to believe either. But watch this piece, watch this recap, and see exactly what you think the Biden administration thinks of democracy. Because if you host a democracy summit and you act like an authoritarian dictator trying to cover and kowtow to China, maybe you need to rethink your idea of democracy, because
I thought he was going to say, you needeth an ass whooping. That would have been great.
This stuff is ridiculous. Check it out.
Oh, boy. I love this stuff. I love watching these authoritarian motherfuckers in action. Why do you think I'm not on YouTube? You think it has anything to do with anything I said? Absolutely not. It had nothing to do with that, right? Why do you think I'm not on Twitter? It had nothing to do with what I said. It was because I thought wrong.
I want you to think about this. The Biden administration makes a big show out of convening a democracy summit. Great. I'm all for it. They invited Taiwan. I love that. Good for them. Taiwan is a democracy. That's sending a signal. We're standing with Taiwan. We're sending a message to China. We love to see it.
Yep.
Now, during the democracy summit, the representative from Taiwan shows up, and they're talking about countering digital authoritarianism, and they're discussing the openness of these societies. And on the map, she shows Taiwan as an open society. Correct. They're a democracy. It's why they're invited in the first place to the democracy summit.
Right.
And China in red as closed because they're a communist repressive regime and a closed society.
Oh, and they are actually have been found responsible for the genocide of the Uyghurs. So, yeah, there's that.
And what the Biden administration did.
What happened to the last guy who committed a genocide? I believe he was killed, right? Yeah, it wasn't his name. Wasn't the last guy who committed a genocide, but in the 40s, there was this little guy named Hitler who did that, and we bombed the shit out of his country. Yeah, we just allow that to happen now.
Does at this whole event designed to push back against China, they freak out that this might offend China.
Why do we care who we offend anymore? You know what we've done? Is we've been like, oh, we're afraid we'll offend people. And now people have gone, oh, yeah, all I got to do is be offended, and I can do whatever the fuck I want to you. I could file bogus charges against you that I know will cost, that could potentially cost you thousands of dollars. I could lie under oath about homophobia and transphobia. I could accuse other white people of having possession of child porn or supporting child porn. I can accuse another man of rape when he didn't do it. You see all these things, these things add up, right? And when you're that individual that's doing that, it's always the individuals who are always citing their identity as why they're a victim because of their own words and actions. It's the equivalent of this of somebody like this, like me, walking into a store, getting arrested, and say you're arresting me. Oh, going to a store, stealing something, punching the person in the face, and when I'm arrested, saying it's because I'm white or straight.
And so at a democracy summit, they censor one of the democratic countries by shutting down her screen literally during a panel called Countering Digital Authoritarianism. They engage in Chinese Beijing-style censorship in order to not offend the Chinese Communist Party.
Wow.
And they do so in this absolute panic. They choked, as the source said.
Uh-huh.
Then I guess at some point they looked around and said, oh, golly, that looks really bad.
Yeah, the optics of that are really fucking
So then
bad.
they decided to just gaslight and lie. Oh, there was a technical glitch, and the people involved said no, it wasn't.
Yeah, what do you think about that? How you feeling about that? How you feeling about the world right now? How you feeling? Feeling pretty good about pedophiles and communists controlling the narrative? Yeah, you comfortable with grown men? You comfortable with grown men like this? What's their name? This trans female, Leah Thomas, who competed as a grown-ass 6'3" strapping young man for 3 years in swimming as a male, and then 1 year decided to identify as a female and blew all the records out of the water as if that is really what happened. That's the shit that's going on, guys. Women, your identity, everything's being stripped from you. You're being enslaved by corporations. You're being enslaved by employers who don't give a fuck about you. Men like me with big dicks are identifying as women and taking your jobs when we're supposed to be about this equal pay and all this other stuff. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about a guy like me? I've been a man for 44. I will be a man till I die, regardless of what delusion I feed myself in the morning and at night, so I can feel important in the world. But how would you feel just like tomorrow? I woke up. I mean, I do identify as a trans gay woman transitioning into a straight male. But how would you feel tomorrow if I woke up and decided I was a woman and took your job? Because your job's a physical job, right? Your job's a physical job. We already got people out here crying that they're not getting equal pay with male athletes. Well, this is why. Maybe you should just take all the mentally ill male athletes that think they're women overnight and have them compete for you. How about that? It's not cool, and it's not funny, and it's not transphobic to call that shit out. You do not get to overnight say I'm XYZ and you're a fucking bigot for saying otherwise. That is fucked up. You want to talk about oppression? And that's telling me that because I'm a white straight male, I can't have an opinion on these matters. Get fucked. Fuck yourself. Identify as a third gender and fuck yourself. I don't know what to tell you. Problem is people are just buckling under. You think I'm not buckling under this shit. That's why I kept live streaming. I took a step away for a little bit over on Twitch to just kind of have fun and kind of collect my thoughts, and I got some bogus legal shit going on. So I had to figure that out, and now here I am. My First Amendment rights are being attacked by an individual who referred to my son as a retard. Yeah. An individual who doxed me. Yeah. So you see how this works. You see that we clearly look different, and I'm clearly different than their lover as well. But who got punished in all this? Who are the ones on social media calling you names because you are different than them? What can't you do? Can I go on Twitter and refer to somebody as a tranny? No, I'd be lynched. Can I call them a fag? No, I'll be fucking lynched. Do you understand? Do you understand now that it is a war? It is a battle, okay? It is to see who will buckle and submit and give just obedience. Do as I say, not as I do. From the vaccine to identity politics. Identity politics is how they are going to enslave you, motherfuckers. Stand up for yourself. Stay armed. Stay armed, seriously. These people, these type of individuals in this ideological society only care about themselves and what people think. They don't care about what's right. They care about what looks good and what feels good because they're mentally ill. Forced commitment. I had it on the wrong one. Here we go. Ay, ay, ay. Get me worked up. Now, you want to know why I talked about pedophiles controlling the world? Secret Epstein settlement with Prince Andrew accuser to be made public. Did you know this Maxine, this Ghislaine, whatever the fuck her name is, pedophile number 2 Epstein's number 2, right? Did you know that the prosecution rested a week ago? They didn't call any of the witnesses. They called 4 witnesses, and I think 2 of them were just worthless. This is a sex trap. Guys, this involves children. These people should be shot into the sun in a rocket for hurting children. And this whole thing is a sham, dude. Pedophiles control this. I don't even know what this planet is even anymore. The longer I live, the more I think that this planet is actually hell. And I am a soul having to pay for some kind of past transgressions, because none of this makes sense. I can't even raise my fucking voice to my children without feeling bad, let alone physically hurt a child. Are you fucking kidding me? And we're going to sit here and we're going to take Kyle Rittenhouse, who killed a pedo. He did us a favor. He cleansed the earth of a repeat child rapist. And they're going to put him on the stand, and they're going to put him in a courtroom and make a spectacle out of it. But oh no, child trafficking involving people like, all kinds of motherfuckers. I'm not even going to say allegedly who's involved. Oh, we're just going to sweep that under the rug. We're going to send you a cartoon drawing. Did you know that they went to recess because one of the jury members wanted to go on vacation? Yeah, they delayed the trial because one jury member wants to go on a Christmas vacation. That is not how this works. This is a federal fucking child trafficking trial. This has got to be the first person who's ever delayed a trial of this caliber because they want to take their bitch wife on a vacation. That's their words, not their bitch wife, but they said their wife. But at this point, don't you think that this selfish cunt can hang it up for a minute so these children can get some goddamn justice? No, because pedophiles control the fucking narrative on this planet. They do. It's all about money and pedophilia. Holy fuck. Anyway, let's watch this. Oh, you signed a deal? How do you have a legal agreement with somebody to not tell on you for being a pedophile, I wonder? How the fuck does that work? Oh my God, dude. Oh, that it shields him and any others from any liability. How does it do that? How the fuck? See, who is this guy? Huh? He's an elitist, right? He's a prince. Hey, you know what? The need for kings and queens and princes and all that fuck shit went out the door years ago. What, are we still practicing feudalism here? The fuck are we doing? Are you going to get out in the fields with some broadswords and battle each other? They're Prince Andrew, you going to ride your steed into battle? Yeah? You know what? Expose them all. Expose them all. They deserve it. They deserve for the world to know. That's why they're trying to normalize it now. Yeah, that's why they have this whole movement with maps. That's a sexuality now. To be attracted to children, that's a sexuality now, guys, and we're evil for pointing it out. We're dipshits for pointing it out. How dare we point out child molesters? Oh, fucking hell. I got a little bit more. I'm just pacing myself here. I'm pacing myself here. Look, I was on a media blackout for months. I was. After I got yeeted from YouTube, I was on a media blackout before that, and I got COVID. I just went on a media blackout because it's just make you want to kill yourself. Like, for real. You turn on the news for an hour, you fucking hang yourself. This shit sucks. This planet is trash. I hate this planet. And I hate 99% of the people on it, too, because all they care about is themselves. I thought we were supposed to coexist and live in harmony. No, we're not. We're not. You got people out here who will victimize your children and then take you to court over it. Oh, the guy I did my, I did a duet with this guy this morning on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, and he liked it, so that's good. I don't get much. I get love from the nation on there, but I don't get love from any other creators. I am at NEGZLIVE, Negs Live on TikTok. Follow me. I'm really getting into TikTok. I've been making like 6 or 7 a day, so prepare for your notifications to blow up. It'd be cool to get thousands of views. I mean, eventually, I could go live on TikTok. That's one of the things I would like to do is just like, you know, fire it up and go live on TikTok sometime. I don't know what I do on there, but probably play music. Because I got to find a venue for my music and my other talents, you know? I mean, like, so, like, I know Twitch is a good place for that, but I'd like to get, like, a, you know, a schedule, like, you know, pretty much streaming 7 days a week, but then, like, have a couple, like, one day in a week where it's a different platform altogether and it's just music, all that. Excuse me! Those were liberal tears that I was drinking this morning. I'll be drinking liberal tears for the rest of my life. I'm going to produce some liberal tears here pretty soon, too. All right, well, first thing we're going to cover. I like Lauren Chen. She's a good one. She's a good commentator. But I want to take a look at this. You know, Biden just passed this $2 billion fucking thing, right? This whole Build Back Better bill or whatever, which is basically just the Green New Deal with pantyhose over its face. So I just want to hear what Joe Manchin had to say about this, because I like hearing people roast reporters. I don't think enough reporters that are dishonest get checked enough, so. You are bullshit? Well, that's true. Well, I wouldn't support shit Biden does because he's a fucking racist pedo, allegedly. Like, I'm still shocked that people I was friends with, I'm not now, wrote him off. Wrote him off like a business loss. With a straight face, told me they voted for that man. Like right there, I swear to God, and I'm sorry if anybody else did. Just don't tell me, okay? But they did, and it was because they voted for the lesser of two evils. I felt like that was such a fucking betrayal of everything that they stood for. You know what I'm saying? Like this individual had been accused of things. Right? It's hard for me to believe that they would vote. Yeah, fuck, whatever. Uh-oh, what was that? What did he say? I don't need that. Can you please stop giving that to me, the monthly child tax credit payments? I don't need it. I don't need it. It's nice, thank you. I've been investing it into many things. I appreciate it, I do. No, it needs to be shut down. They need to not pass this. And by the way, if you haven't gotten the vaccine yet, you should find other people who have it and lock arm in arm together, especially in your workplaces. Look, I'm not trying to instigate anything, but this shit's pretty in need of some kind of revolutionary movements by people. If I were still in the workforce, I work for myself, so nobody can make my ass get vaccinated. But if I worked with 100 people at a plant and 100 of us didn't want to get that fucking jab because we're still alive, I would, in solidarity, bring in scabs, replace us We're going to shut this motherfucker down today. And you know what happens when you shut an entire factory down for a day? Holy fuck. Every minute, second of downtime is money to them. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. They're trying to ease us into socialism. Do you see that? Why do you think nobody wants to work? Why do you think they're just giving people money? Here, take this money, take this money, take this money. Why do you think in cities like fucking San Francisco, people have to leave their trunks open to show they're empty to keep pieces of shit from breaking into their property? Crazy. Craziness, man. It's a fucking clown world. I'm over it. Get me off this planet. But I can't, you know, because see, I hate to see, look, man, I know that we're slaves to the dollar. I get it. I can't live without money. None of us can. But we need to show everybody that we're worth more than they're willing to pay. We're worth a living wage. We're worth not dying, working ourselves into an early grave. We're worth not leaving our children behind 12 hours a day and being an absent parent. We're worth more than that. You're worth more than that. Somebody's got to tell them, because if they realized that we were worth more than that, do you think that bald fuck Bezos would have billions of dollars? Do you think Elon Musk's fucking tax bill would have been $8 billion? Give me a break. And spare me any of Elon's fucking horse shit. Look, if you're a billionaire, you didn't become a billionaire by treating people fairly. I'm sorry, you don't. Somebody got shit on along your path to success. I don't know who. And look, I'm not saying equal wealth. No, I think you should be able to go out and make as much money as you want. But Jesus Christ, if you're worth billions of dollars and 90% of your employees are on welfare, what the fuck is that? Now you're a problem for me and your employees, because your employees are paying into the system that they're dependent on. Even with this legal stuff that's going on with me, it really opened my eyes to how disturbingly disgusting and unsympathetic this fucking world is. It really is. You would not believe how people spoke to me when I told them that I have a disabled child, that I too am disabled. I do not have the ability to travel, nor do I have the money. Short of telling me they didn't give a fuck. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Not we're willing to work with you, not we could help you, not we could put you in touch with somebody. Did I mention too that they never read me my rights and never appointed me an attorney either? They never did anything. I haven't been arrested for shit. What is this going on? I'll tell you what it is. It's a grift. It's a fucking grift by the state of Massachusetts. It is. It's a grift. Stay away from people in Massachusetts. Because if you hurt their feelings, all they got to do... See, they'll be able to say anything to you. Like, they'll murder your whole family. And then when you say something like, I'll smack you in the head, they go cry to the police. Because they have that little law in their little state there. Hey, learn from me. Learn from me. But back to the supply chain issue. Nobody wants to work. Trad, you're right. Nobody wants to fucking work, man. I see it locally. I see it everywhere. People, like the fast food places even have a turnover rate at such a, it's a dizzying, it's just dizzying. Every time I go, there's new people. I'm like, who the fuck are you? You know, even companies that pay decent, nobody wants to work. Like, what? Like, I really hope the country can endure this piss pants in office for 2 more years, because I know my patience have run out. My patience have run out. I didn't realize the identity politics and all that shit was so bad until I critiqued a black YouTuber. And you all know who I'm talking about. That's when I discovered that people really hated white people. That's when I discovered that racism was alive in America. It was anti-white racism. But we don't want to talk about that, do we? Because I'm white. You can't be racist against white people, can you? Why not? I don't know. I didn't make the rule. Other minorities made that rule. We're a minority, so you suck. Well, who made you the minority? That's what I want to know. I'm the minority on the planet, so therefore I should be able to cry about everything and get my way, right? Nope. White. We do it here because we're not doing it on Twitch. That's why. That's right. That's right.
Lauren here. Let's talk about pronouns. And today I am
Let's
wearing
talk,
my
Lauren.
maternity overalls, which I know are not necessarily high fashion, but they are very, very comfortable, especially as I've gotten rounder and rounder. And you know
What
what?
up,
Whether
noodle?
you're pregnant or not, I highly recommend overalls. I mean, they are so comfortable. There's no tightness around your waist. The only bad thing is that obviously if you need to go to the bathroom, it's a little bit more complicated because you got to take the top part off. And like if you're wearing a sweater on top, well, you get the idea. But still,
Yeah.
I think overalls
I know how overalls
should
work,
make
baby.
a comeback, and I would love everyone's support on this. But as someone who was born in the 90s and mostly grew up in the 2000s and was a young adult in the 2010s, when I think, the whole conversation surrounding the trans issue was just much more sane overall. The way I initially saw pronouns, I don't view it this way anymore because the conversation has changed, but the way I initially approached the subject, referring to a trans man as he or a trans woman as she, was not a refutation of the gender binary or a way to acknowledge that a trans man was actually biologically male or a trans woman was actually biologically female. No, instead it was just a way to sympathize or empathize with a trans person who, clearly had a serious medical issue, regardless of what you think of trans issues. Clearly, if you're a male who thinks he's a female or a woman, that's like a serious problem. And
But we're not talking about that, are we? What about the guy in the middle of the road? Somebody the other day, Discord server, right? They saw somebody that was in need of mental health care in the middle of the road and nobody would help them. Is that what we're doing now? I believe that that's a serious issue. If you are born gender A and you're gender A for, I don't know, 20 years, like I said, that guy, right? Who's a woman overnight and then breaks all these records. But then you want to be gender B, but then you're always citing that you transition from A to B, then you're not a man or a woman, are you? You're just a trans man then, right, at that point, right? Is that how that works? You're just a trans man or a trans woman if you always refer to your former genitals or your whatever genital. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you expect people to even sympathize when all you do is attack motherfuckers who don't understand what the fuck you're talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm just a cisgender, straight, white male. I've got all the privilege.
And so it was a way to not want to cause any more distress to the person and to kind of acknowledge that, hey, I see you, but you know what? You are more than your medical issue, so let's just get past it. Let's just
Yes, I want you to know that you are more than your medical issue.
interact like we would any other people. Fast forward to today, though, and I feel like the entire discourse surrounding pronouns is just so different and so much more toxic.
It's convoluted. It's coddle culture. Everybody wants to be special. Why do you think men are competing as swimmers for 3 years as men and then identifying as a woman overnight and then competing as a woman?
Which ultimately is too bad because I think at the end of the day, the
Because that's normal behavior, right? That's right.
people who are being most hurt by this are just regular trans people who want to live their lives.
Thank you. And again, fucking call me a transphobe all you want. Don't give a fuck. This is how I feel. If you are going to constantly use your trans status as a way to attack people different than you, then fuck you. Because I honestly believe that if I was born a woman and I wanted to be a man, I wouldn't be talking about how I was a woman for 30 years. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. That's when it becomes like you are manipulating the social climate. That's all you're doing is manipulating the social climate. And like she said, that shit's on all people who are just want to just born a woman, want to be a man, born a man, want to be a woman, don't talk about their dick, don't talk about their vagina, and they go on with their life, right? But no, we got trans men, 8 foot tall, big dicks down to their ankles, hitting everybody in the room with it to make sure that they know that they've got a dick. What?
Nowadays, pronoun usage has become a symbol of control over language and a way to coerce people into participating in a gender theory system that they may not even believe in. Nowadays, pronoun usage isn't just about your relationship with another person and what you may or may not choose to refer to them as. It's part of this whole cultural Marxist takeover that frankly, did start among online activists and kind of in the fridges. But nowadays, it has absolutely gone mainstream. And this is another one of those topics where, yes, conservatives and just in general sane people started ragging on stupid pronoun stuff like 5 or 6 years ago. Yep. And I feel like we kind of stopped after that because we had all already heard all those arguments. We all knew it was stupid. But even though we had stopped talking about it, those fringe activists online, they certainly didn't stop talking about it. And we are at a point now where they are the mainstream. And the people who do believe in all of these crazy genders and mandating pronoun usage,
mandating pronoun usage? How about you, again, go fuck yourself. Create a third gender and fuck yourself.
They are in power. This first started with Bill 16, a mandated pronoun usage, which we all saw Jordan Peterson very vocally speak out about. And that particular issue is what propelled him to really international fame. And now it's gotten to the point where even corporations are suggesting that you sign off corporate emails like with your pronouns. As this one user posted online, and it seems like she actually supported this, but a lot of people are sharing their experiences about how they were forced into it and they're not too happy about it. So many
Traj identifies as a sack. Respect the sack.
people now are being told that just having your pronoun listed as part of your email signature is the appropriate thing to do to be inclusive and professional. And it's
What the fuck? What? I'm sorry, dude. I've been doing business for years, right? I've either been in the workforce, had my own business, had my own hustle since I was 10 years old. And never once did my gender matter. It didn't. It mattered. It only mattered when I walked to one of the restrooms because I shouldn't be going into the woman's restroom because I have a penis. That's just common courtesy, right? Yeah, I know girls like to look at other girls, foobies, and boys, men like to look at, some men probably do look at, never mind.
It's like,
watch your kids at the mall is my point.
how did this happen so quickly? The whole he, him, they, them thing, literally 5 years ago was something you only saw on Tumblr, and nowadays it's part of corporate culture. And not only that, it's part of what the governments are trying to force onto you, not just with legislation, although that's one of the most serious ones, but also just in terms of like public service announcements. And
I had a question. What's the difference between this Marxist culture and the white supremacy myth that everybody talks about? What's the difference? What is the difference? As I see black supremacy. I do. I see marginalized supremacy. I see that a lot. I do. I don't know anywhere I could go and silence somebody because of their identity. I don't know. I've never done that. I've never done that in my life. I've been silenced because of my identity, though. Why is that? Why is that new all of a sudden? Why is that happening? Why can't it just be the content of my character and the words that I speak? Why does it have to boil down to how I look? And who I fuck? Like, why the fuck do these dimtards care about what I put my dick in, what I put in my body, and what I call myself, and who the fuck I vote for?
once again, I'm talking about Canada with this. Specifically, Global Affairs Canada every single year has this campaign now about pronoun awareness for National Pronoun Day, which apparently is a thing.
I want a white awareness day. I do. I'm sick of it. I'm asking for it now. I want a white awareness day because I feel like garbage. I've been treated like shit because I'm white. I want a day that recognizes me because I feel like shit because of the way we've been treated. Oh, is that racist to ask for a white something day? Well, that's awfully weird that we can have black this, Asian this, Native American this, That's not y'all's fault, right? That's the people who are pulling the strings fault. But when it comes to, but they've got y'all convinced that as soon as a white person asks for something like that, it's racist. Don't you see that as racism? Don't you see that? Let's go back to the Jim Crow days. Take a group of black people wanted to do something. All the white people got together and said, nope. Same fucking thing. Language policing. Policing who you fuck. Sound familiar? How many black men got lynched for fucking white girls by crazy white motherfuckers who had this same extremist ideology?
This year, they put out a post saying, "We talk a lot about diversity and inclusion." Unfortunately, they're right, they do. Today, for International Pronouns Day, we can make a small concrete gesture by adding gender pronouns to our email signature. And last year, they tweeted out, "How can you show your support for and solidarity with non-binary and transgender people?"
I'm surprised Justin Trudeau hasn't shipped every single one of you a fake pussy to strap on. I'm really
Add
shocked.
gender pronouns to your email signature and announce your preferred gender pronoun in meetings.
No, because here's the deal. If you want to use the same logic, my pronouns are none of your fucking business. My identity is none of your business. Why does my identity matter? That seems like discrimination to me. I thought that was against everything that corporations stood for, was identifying people because of discrimination. Think about what you're doing. You're discriminating. If they don't have that on their signature, you're going to discriminate because you need to know their identity so you don't discriminate.
So again, the pronoun issue used to be
God.
something that came up when you're dealing with like trans individuals, i.e. people with an actual medical condition. But nowadays it's morphed into something that everyone needs to do, regardless of whether there are actually any trans people.
Are we talking about people like who are trans who like have issues with their genitals? Yeah, I sympathize with people that do that. And I'm sure they don't go around talking about it either. They just pick a gender and they roll with it, right? They don't go around going, "Oh, well, I got me a token girlfriend too, so I can go around and run roughshod and say whatever the fuck I want because we'll shield ourselves behind our piss pants president and the corrupt Marxist ideology running rampant in our country," right? Cool.
Around at all. And it also needs to be done in recognition of non-binary people, which a lot of us, myself included, don't even think is a real category. I mean,
It's
that's
not.
literally a political belief masquerading as a gender identity in order to gain protected status.
What do you mean non-binary? What are you talking about? What do you mean you're non-binary? No, you're not. My boys used to come to me in the living room when I'd be watching wrestling and go, "I'm John Cena." He was 6, so I placated him. If he came to me at 22 years old and said, "I'm John Cena," I'm going to go, "What the fuck are you talking about? Is this a meme? Is this a TikTok? Stop it."
It's ridiculous, and probably the most concerning thing about this whole thing is how popular this all is among young kids. It's really ridiculous, and the most concerning thing about all of this, in my opinion, is how common the pronoun craziness is among young teens. Hopefully by now you guys are familiar with the account Libs of TikTok on Twitter. She does a really great job highlighting the insanity that is happening among leftist circles. She exposes craziness among teens, teachers as well, and there are so many stories that have been brought to the
Right.
conversation specifically because of Libs of TikTok that we would never have known about otherwise, because not all of us are like on teen leftist Twitter. So let's
I'm really curious that whoever's gonna mirror this broadcast. Like, I'm really curious if anybody's gonna go flag it, because look, I'm safe here because this isn't controlled by people who believe they're a unicorn and the supreme leader of all white people. So I'm safe here. But on YouTube, the stuff that I'm saying is probably taboo as fuck. So good luck.
take a look at how Gen Z views pronouns, but first I do want to say a huge thank you to today's sponsor, Health with Lauren. Whether we like it or not, our appearance plays a huge role in our life satisfaction.
I hate when you do this. I hate when you do this. Damn you, Laura. You always do this to me with your videos. You throw in that fucking
24
ad.
hours by going to healthwithlauren.com or by clicking the link below. So as I was saying before, the thing with pronouns now is that it's not necessarily an issue that only trans people are concerned with. Nowadays,
Nobody's
having
concerned with
different
it.
pronouns or identifying as
Nobody
a different
cares.
gender is a way that otherwise regular straight young people can set themselves apart as special, as is very evident in this video.
Oh, stop it. I wore flannels and holy jeans when I was a kid. My genitals and my sexuality and my identity never came into motherfucking play at all. He, him, no shit. They, them, no. No, 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 no. 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 Stop. Stop
These are kids that if they had been born like 20 years earlier, 15 years earlier, I don't really know how old they are, they probably would have just identified as like punk or goth or emo, and then like it would have ended there. That's how they would have set themselves apart. But now it's strange. It seems like using different pronouns or identifying as the very amorphous queer, that's how teens or just young people in general say that they are special and find belonging in a different community.
I have taught my children They range from nearly 14 to nearly 22. I have taught them that they are an individual. So their mother. They are an individual. You are not what society wants you to bend the knee to. You are not. You are a leader. You are strong. You are alpha. All right? Call it toxic masculinity, but my boys don't have that toxic masculinity shit going on, like arm wrestling and, jacking off in the gym socks or whatever. But I've taught them to always speak your mind and be honest, but be prepared for the consequences. Never lie or be dishonest to self-serve, and never lie and be dishonest, but especially to serve yourself. Always be selfless when benevolence is needed. That type of shit. Not to be self-centered, dye your hair pink, jump around with a chain in your ass, and call yourself them. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't get me wrong, these kids can dress however they like, they can have whatever preferences that they want, but that doesn't mean that they are a different gender. And even
I don't think she's flip-flopping. I think that it's the way she speaks. She's, okay, me, when I say something like she says it, it comes off as kind of hateful because I have a lot of passion at what I say. She's saying it in a way where you kind of have to go,
even though the pronouns we saw in that video weren't that crazy, I mean, you have like the traditional she and he, and then some people started using they and them, which was grammatically incorrect and strange, but still, at least that was a word. Now we even have people going so far as to just make up sounds and have those be their pronouns. Yeah, I present to you ni, nim, ner pronouns.
So there's not a huge difference besides that's what I'm comfortable with. Plenty of genderqueer people use they, them pronouns. Most genderqueer people use they, them pronouns, but sometimes we find sets that work better for us, and that's
tell me these motherfuckers haven't been indoctrinated.
What ni, nem, ner is for me. This is not disrespectful, this is lovely. You can Google it as well, but here's one sentence. Ni went to the market with near friends who love nem.
Who the fuck is going to say that? Oh, where's the potato gun when you need one? That's how I'm going to take myself out, is with one of those potato guns. I'm about to get the Aquanet. I really want to load it up. I'm really, really loading this motherfucker up. I'm going to put about 3 or 4 like fake dicks in it, a potato, and shoot myself in the face.
Ni went to the market with near friends who love nem.
We are quickly approaching a time when people within these genderqueer progressive circles are going to be using language that makes them completely unintelligible to the rest of us. And in fact, I'd say we're already a good part of the way there.
I'm so glad my kid is this community here is. Now look, he has come home and talked to me about, my friend is trans, now she's gay. I mean, it's like she's 6th grade, dude. This is a 6th grader who's flip-flopping like this all the time. I don't ever get into it. I just go, oh really? Oh, really? And I just tell him to, just always be kind to people. Because she's a child. She's struggling. Children are almost the epitome of mentally ill if you think about it. Irrational, emotional, impulsive. Because their brains are still developing. So you have to treat children. This is why we have to raise them. We're human beings. We develop slower than anything else on this planet. Which makes me believe we're not from here. But we have to guide these kids, right? They're confused. They don't know what the fuck. Fucking 14, I didn't know if I was gay or not. And that was because I was exposed to the wrong kind of culture, which ultimately resulted in me being abused. See? So understand, Frankie, when I am hard on people who are a pedo apologist, that's because I've been a victim, my friend. You feel me? This is going to happen to more and more children because this is going to, look, man, kids level up in the social circles, right? They start with the people their age, and then as you get older, you start surrounding yourself with older people, right? Lots of abuse being set up here.
And what's also so annoying,
I mean, lots of abuse has probably already happened. I hate a pedo.
about the
hate a
current
pedophile,
pronoun
man.
debate and what really illustrates, in my opinion, the authoritarian nature of it, is that these people are trying to mandate what pronouns you use to refer to them when they're not even there, right? Think about it. Pronoun usage is usually a thing when you're talking about someone in the third person, meaning not to them, but rather about them. And so these people are trying to dictate not just what you call them, but what you call them when you are not even talking to them. And to further illustrate just the degradation of language that these teens are trying to inflict upon society, we also have people apparently now using that as a pronoun, which at least is a word, unlike me, mir, and nem. But the way that they're using it's just very uncomfortable for the ears. I can only imagine how hard it would be to actually use that in regular conversation.
I've referred to some people as that because I didn't know what the fuck they were. I'm like, that over there? That human? Yeah. But no, if I say that, is he a white guy? Wait a minute. What does he identify as? Oh, he identifies as an intercontinental ballistic missile. I'll allow it.
That forgot that's M&M's.
That forgot that's
That was
M&M.
supposed to take it home with that, but no, that had to go home or something.
You sound autistic. I mean, like, seriously, and I'm not saying that as a slight, but I just want to tell you this. This is insulting to me, who spent years with children in speech therapy, trying to get them acclimated to your fucked up world so that they can have this bullshit replace normal language. They went through still do to like assimilate with society, because when you have a neurological problem or whatever it may be, you kind of have to assimilate with society again. Right? And a lot of kids are developmentally delayed when they're younger. And now my kids went through all this speech therapy, and here you are, why don't you just shit your fucking pants, rub it in your face, eat it, and tell everybody how fucking delicious it is, and you're a racist if you don't eat your own diarrhea.
Whatever. Oh well.
This is not about gender, this is about power, and this is a virtue signal to show others how on board with the narrative you are and how willing you are to really trip over yourself and trying to use language that doesn't make sense just to show that you are part of the team. And this next one is kind of an oldie, but still a goodie in my opinion. Demon self is also a thing that some people are trying to make happen.
Hi, my name's Jasper. I use they pronouns.
Hi, my name is Liana. I use they demon pronouns.
No. Guy. Guy, girl. I can tell. I mean.
This video is how to use our pronouns.
Oh, yeah, because you're so. Who are you again? I'm sorry. Who the fuck are you? I don't think I'm ever going to address you, because honestly, if you approached me like that and talking like that and tried to demand some kind of fucking respect out of me like that, I'd laugh you back into your Prius.
So we're going to basically present 3 sentences. One of them is going to...
You're a boy. Because you don't use him or her, so, but you're a male. You are a male.
Have one pronoun, the other one's going to have the other pronoun, and the last one is going to have both pronouns interchanged.
So Liana uses they, them pronouns and demon pronouns. So the first sentence would be...
That is a female. What is going on here? Why do we have a male and a female identifying as... They're not even like another gender. They're just demon pronouns? What is this?
Liana is my partner. They are cute, and I am theirs. I love them very much, and I hope they love themselves too. For the demon pronouns, it would be Liana is my partner. Deem is cute, and I belong to Deem. I love Demon very much. And
why are we not passing out medication? I promise you guys, I'll just go on the record right now. Little Negs and my kids would never be on this fuck shit because they have normal parents. I'm not an absent parent, very involved. If you don't notice that, like, my kid is basically, I know this is probably good for some, it's bad for others. My kid is a lot like me. He's what we really call a free spirit, not a identity politics playing fucking tyrant, but he's actually a free spirit, and he lives for the day, right? He's not worried about this. He's not so lost in his identity that he has to throw on some makeup and pretend he's a fucking demon. And if he did, we would have a talk. I'd be like, I don't care if you won't wear makeup, dude. I really don't care. I don't care. I'll even buy it for you. Okay, but you're a male, okay? You are a male. You're not a demon. You're not they, them, or there. you are Lil Nags, aka a male, a man. Okay, you're a young man. All right. Now wear your makeup because I know how it is. I used to wear makeup too. Bye bye.
And I hope Demon loves Demon Self too. Then interchanging the two would be Liana is my partner. They are cute, and I am Deems. I love Demon very much, and I hope they love Demon Self too.
Some of you may disagree, but I actually feel like I'm a pretty open, accepting, and heck, even in some senses, progressive person. Like I'm very open-minded, at least I think so. But
I would like to say I think the same for myself. I'm open-minded. And other people may have labels for me, but just because I don't fall in line, or maybe you don't fall in line with somebody else's ideologies or the way that they see the world, doesn't make you XYZ because they believe it. That makes them a tyrant. That makes them closed-minded.
you know, everyone has a breaking point, and I feel like I reached mine like 4 years ago. Honestly,
Yep,
a lot of
I
this
sure did.
stuff is, if you ask me, just beyond parody. Like, there is nothing that I could come up with to make fun of these people that is more stupid than what they already come out with themselves. And if you're at all wondering how kids so young could already be using this type of language or engaging in this type of culture, A, you clearly haven't been paying attention to what pop culture is like, and B, you've got to look at what's happening in public schools. And not just public schools, actually, private schools too now.
Oh, this shit, dude, I promise you, if they pulled this, what is that shit called? Critical race theory. If that shit was even muttered in this city, oh my God, I pity the fool. I'm a rebel rouser anyway. I'll be out there rattling my saber. I'll be the first motherfucker in the school, you know, being like, we need to chat. And I got about 50 other people outside with me that want to chat. We ain't waiting no school board meeting. We chat now.
Because if you follow libs of TikTok, you will know that there are plenty of teachers out there. Here's just one example of one who see themselves as activists.
This guy's a teacher. This girl's a teacher. Whatever. Dude, no. No. No, absolutely not. Leave your fucking genitals out of the classroom. I know they're in your pants, but your identity don't mean fucking shit. Open the goddamn book, pick up the fucking chalk, and educate the kids instead of indoctrinating them into whatever sexual fantasy you have about your identity. How the fuck did you get through college if this is so goddamn important to you? He, they, them, gender, what the fuck? You are raising a generation of retards is what you're doing, okay? Oh my God, get these... Jesus Christ. Ah, all right. Anyway, was that good enough? Was that good? Did you guys appreciate that? Was that ranty enough? Was that passionate enough for you? I am passionate about this shit. And more people need to speak out against it. You're not a fucking racist for not wanting to fall in line. You're not. You're a racist if you hate somebody and you judge them because of their identity, like their skin color and whether or not they're straight or gay. That makes you a bigot. That makes you a racist. You don't have to be a certain color to be a bigot or a racist. You can be a bigot or a racist from all walks of life. I've seen trans people who were transphobic. I've seen homophobic homosexuals. Like, what? What? No, my gate closed. I'll tell you where my open-mindedness ends. It's when people call my kid a retard, I defend him, and they file charges against me. That's where my gate closed. I am no longer open-minded. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're trans. I don't care if you're lesbian. I don't care if you're bisexual. I don't care about your identity. Can I just say that? I don't care about your identity. Leave it the fuck out of the conversation, and let's come to the table and talk like normal adults instead of acting like victims all the time. Don't they still use chalk? Well, they have dry erase boards now. Calling me old because I mentioned chalk? Damn it. I can't deal with it, guys. I can't deal with it. You can call me old if you want. I'll take that. I am old. I am old. Oh my God. Hey, if any of you follow me on TikTok and I recognize you, I'll follow you back. I don't follow back. If I don't recognize you, I don't follow you back. I'm sorry. Like if your name is user125Z46789. Yeah, I don't know who you are. I'm just saying, guys, don't give up. Don't give up the fight. We, myself and Traj, have exposed multiple pedos in the YouTube community. And that's one thing I didn't get to go over today, but we're going to on the next Rumble stream is I'm going to remind Flanky who Fancy Badger is and what Fancy Badger's words were. Because I feel like Flanky is a pedo apologist. And I did go let another content creator know that he was dropping his name, and it was bad optics to have somebody who had a pedophile on their panel dropping your name around on YouTube. I thought that was rather tasteless of Frankie, considering he is a pedophile apologist. Yeah, it's a Negs Live on TikTok. Negs Live. I've probably uploaded 20 TikToks in the last 48 hours. That's what I'm saying, Jana. Like, who the fuck is that? You know? But we do have a Twitch stream tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are playing Jackbox games. You should join us. It's a public game. Seriously. If you don't like me, if you do love me, even if you fuck dog-shaped pussies, you can come and play Jackbox games with us. We don't mind. We don't mind because we don't have to smell you. So let's wrap it up right here, right now, and meet back up here in a little bit. Stay tuned. I hear there might be a live stream. There's some new YouTube channel that might be having a live stream later, or a podcast of some sort. So if I catch wind of it, I'll share the link for you guys. And then there will be a stream at 7 p.m. Much love.